Anybody else?
Good afternoon. Simple question. With the rebuilding in Texas and Florida, what opportunities do you see there for affordable housing? Do you have any strategies or plans to address that?
Yeah, thank you. So after Hurricane Harvey, we pulled together about a dozen groups from Texas, together with about a dozen national organizations who wanted to work together to coordinate education and advocacy around the needs to repair and rebuild homes for the lowest income people. Of course, immediately after that, Hurricane Irma hit, and now Hurricane Maria. And so this group has grown to about 300 organizations with dozens from Texas, Florida, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands, and many national housing and community development groups who are working on pulling together a comprehensive set of policy recommendations to Congress, to HUD, and to FEMA. Actually, we have it. We're looking for sign-ons from people across the country to support those recommendations. We're up to, I think, close to 300 signatures, and we're going to close it at the end of the day tomorrow. We've been on the Hill meeting with key members of the appropriations committees, other relevant committees. We've been meeting with senior and political staff at HUD and at FEMA, and are most laser focused on the needs of the lowest income people in their communities, because we've certainly learned from previous disasters that, one, they're the most likely to be most negatively impacted, and two, they are, without really focused advocacy, the most likely to be left behind when it comes to recovery and rebuilding. So we're planning to continue this work for as long as it takes to ensure a just and equitable and complete recovery for the lowest income people. There was, immediately after Harvey and right before Irma, there was a new appropriations for disaster CDBG dollars of $7.4 billion that can be used for any storms in 2017, including some of the wildfires out in the West. That's a fraction of what's actually going to be needed. And so we expect that there will be at least efforts to appropriate additional funding for housing rebuilding. The challenges will be, one, the political atmosphere. We have to note that Mick Mulvaney, who's the OMB director, and Vice President Pence, both of them, when they were in the House of Representatives after Hurricane Katrina, they led an effort to decline any kind of recovery dollars unless it was met with cuts elsewhere in the social safety net. So we have that challenge ahead, and we have the challenge of knowing that this is going to be tens of billions of dollars in an atmosphere where we're already seeing proposals to really cut back on affordable housing programs. So we'll have to redouble our efforts to protect what we have and work to increase resources for those communities and for all communities that are lacking affordable homes for lowest income people. Okay, thanks so much.
I told Diane she did such a thorough job, there was no need for further questioning. Two things that I wanted to mention before we end. First, I again want to, we noted it at the beginning, but I again wanted to announce the partnership of the Connecticut Housing Coalition and the Connecticut Community Development Association. We are delighted that we're going to be working together, and we look forward to exciting opportunities ahead. The second thing that I wanted to note was, when I spoke about the maintaining the Department of Housing, I also want to reiterate that we want the funding maintained. We're not asking for one or the other, we're asking for both. With that, our dessert reception is ready, I believe, and so thank you all for coming. Please enjoy some dessert. Network with your colleagues, meet Diane, and the commissioner. I don't know, do you have to run off? She'll be here for a while. So anyway, thank you all very much for coming.